So live. Yeah, this is going to think. We're setting this up. We're going to do broadcasting on this channel. Do chats about Lyme's disease because basically I live, is thing, and anybody, which is just for people who got Lyme's disease. Really, it's not really interesting for people who haven't got Lyme's disease because it's a very boring disease. It's probably the most boring disease ever made in thing. As far as I can see, my is reading backwards. Is that for a reason? I don't know. I mean, like, is there a reason for that? I don't understand. It must be something to do. Probably I'll have a look at this when it's done. Yeah. Chats about things like current, some sort of like current, anything really big or anything happening, anything like that. Points of view, but is not too political or not too sort of far from, not too politically biased, really. Like, one of the things I find, like, um I really enjoy watching people like Reagan in American one and Politico in England. And the thing, I mean, one thing I've got to say is the guy that did the class war thing, I can't remember his name, but back in the 80s, I mean, even in class war back in the 80s, because it was sort of like it came to a fore in the poll tax. He's the guy that went around Rees Mogg's house and sort of like started confronting his children, like, and this is a guy that's never really had a job in his life. He's signed on his whole life. He's lived completely off the state, and he's actually taken all money from the state completely for his whole life, and then so tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Well, where are you going to get your fucking money from, you idiot? I mean, come on, you've lived off it your whole life, like, I mean, um, and class war is supposed to be an anarchist group, isn't it? Right, okay, and anarchists for the EU. I mean, fuck me, this the world gone completely mental. Anarchist decentralization. Small groups of power, not big centralized power, and they're going anti-Brexit. Yeah. I mean, somebody said to me before the Brexit vote, they said, like, how can you vote for Brexit, like, and everything like that. I said, well, I have to. I have no choice. I've always been an anarchist my whole life. Yeah. That's the only political allegiance. Get on and do. Never signed on, lived. Thing. And these guys are calling themselves anarchists, and they've signed on their whole lives. Yeah. Just you ain't an anarchist. You're just a fucking sponger. Anyway, so yeah, and all you lot slagging KTHopkins off for voluntary insolvency order, whatever it's called, voluntary. I think, I mean, for all your slagging off and calling her a Nazi and saying, oh, it's really funny that now we can all take the piss out of her and everything like this, like, you've when you do that, you really, really do lose any moral high ground that you think you might have had, because you say, oh, that's the sort of thing that she would do. Well, then you're no better than her. Okay, you're no better than her. I mean, and there are several things that KTHopkins have said that I've absolutely sort of thought, fuck, excuse me. I thought, Jesus Christ. Um, it's just not right. I mean, uh, really, really, really. I mean, and I know a lot of the time she does it to be provocative and things like that. But and I think, I don't know anything about this tweet that she did or anything like that. But it was probably ill-advised to say the least. If it's going to cost you 100 over, well, I mean, somewhere in the region about 150 grand, I think, at the end of the day, that's an awful lot of money just on a principle. You know, come on, girl, wake up. Don't, that's not the, um, but when somebody is going into a voluntary thing, I mean, she hasn't signed on, she hasn't sponged off the state, she hasn't done anything like that. All her money she's made has been her own money and everything like that. And she was in the army and everything like that, fight for the country. I mean, she hasn't been. She's been a fairly positive sort of thing for the actual society as a whole, in a funny sort of way. Agree with the politics or not, but she has done quite a good thing. Anyway, this is going to be our studio. We're going to set up. We're going to have some live music, hopefully get some live music. Going to get some visiting acts and come and play and everything like that. So we're just going to have a little bit of fun broadcasting. Okay. And this is my dog's just walked in. Anyway, from West Somerset in England, I'll wrap it up now. Say goodbye.